Are you looking for the best budget gaming monitor? In this video, we will look at some of the best budget gaming monitor on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. ViewSonic XG2431. The best budget gaming monitor we've tested is the ViewSonic XG2431. It's an impressive gaming monitor with more features than even more expensive options. It has a fast 240Hz refresh rate, and even though its 1080p resolution and 24-inch screen size may seem small, this is typical of budget monitors, and the lower resolution requires less bandwidth for your graphics card to achieve a high frame rate. Despite its budget price, it's well built, and the stand offers great ergonomics, making it easy to adjust to an ideal viewing position. Its standout feature is the customizable backlight strobing feature to reduce persistence blur, where you can adjust its pulse width and phase. Many monitors can't do this, so it's a nice addition to a budget-friendly display. It also has incredible motion handling, thanks to the quick response time across its entire refresh rate range. Lastly, it has FreeSync Variable Refresh (VRR) support to reduce screen tearing, and it's also G-Sync compatible to work with NVIDIA graphics cards. Number 2. Acer Nitro XF243Y Pbmiiprx. If you're looking for a simple and cheap gaming monitor for your first gaming setup, check out the Acer Nitro XF243Y Pbmiiprx. It has a 24-inch screen and 1080p resolution like the ViewSonic XG2431, but the main difference is that it has a lower 165Hz refresh rate compared to 240 Hz on the ViewSonic. This means it isn't ideal if you like playing games at a consistently high refresh rate, but it's still fine if your PC can't maintain high frame rates. Gaming on this monitor feels great because it has a quick response time at high refresh rates, but there's some overshoot at lower refresh rates. With VRR enabled, you can disable VRR if the overshoot bothers you and you want better motion handling, but its overall motion handling isn't as good as the ViewSonic. Luckily, it also has FreeSync VRR and G-Sync compatibility to reduce screen tearing. The gaming monitor market for cheap displays with larger screens is limited, as most low-cost monitors have a 24 or 25-inch screen like this one. However, if you want a bigger screen, the Gigabyte G27Q is a great gaming option, with a 1440p resolution, so it delivers more detailed images, but costs a bit more than the Acer, and has worse motion. Number 3. Gigabyte M27Q. If you're willing to spend more on a monitor than the Acer Nitro XF243Y Pbmiiprx, and want something bigger than the ViewSonic XG2431, look into the Gigabyte M27Q. There are trade-offs to getting this bigger size over the ViewSonic, as it has a lower refresh rate of 170 Hz, and its backlight strobing feature isn't as versatile. However, its higher 1440p resolution results in a more detailed gaming experience with higher pixel density. So while you don't get the same high refresh rate, you get sharper images than on the ViewSonic. It's an impressive gaming monitor with VRR support to reduce screen tearing. It also has a quick response time for smooth motion, but there's more motion blur than the ViewSonic. It has a few extra features to improve your gaming experience, like a black equalizer mode that makes it easier to see opponents in games, and the ability to add different virtual crosshairs, giving you a competitive advantage. Number 4. LG 32GN650B 32GN63TB. If you're okay with getting something with worse gaming performance than the Gigabyte M27Q to get the biggest possible size within your budget, check out the LG 32GN650B, which you can also find as the 32GN63TB at different retailers. Both variants perform the same. While it costs more than other budget monitors, finding cheaper 32-inch displays with better gaming performance is hard. It's a great gaming monitor with the same 1440p resolution as the Gigabyte, but because of its larger size, the pixel density is lower, so images aren't as sharp. It also has worse motion handling than the Gigabyte, due to its slower response time. but it's still decent enough for most casual gamers. And like most gaming monitors, it has VRR support. It's also a better choice than the Gigabyte if you want to use it in a dark room, because its VI panel has a higher contrast ratio and decent black uniformity, without much blooming around bright